Wakey.
Welcome back to I'll Make a Stay Out of You, the podcast where I, Phil, get to talk about Stray Kids with my friend Tom. Tom, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, I'm chilling. We're running right up to Halloween now. By the time this episode comes out, Halloween will have passed.
True.
So the kids are super excited. We took them. I don't know if did I mention this in the last episode? We took them to this trunk or treat, which is like a trick or treat thing at the school where people like open their trunks and decorate it and give out candy. And we went last year, but we were kind of late, and so there wasn't very much candy left, which sucked a little bit. So this time we were like, we got to get there early. It's going to be great. So we got there. We were all dressed up. It was fun. I have this inflatable alien costume where it makes it look like I'm being carried around by an alien. Like 4 other kids had the same costume. So, it's like, it's pretty great. But mine was unique because I was like looking at it and I'm like, it makes it look like I'm just wearing a plain long sleeve shirt. And I can't have just a plain shirt. So I stuck 3 Stray Kids stickers on it. So I put on, I had a sticker of Dwecky going, I'm hungry. And one of Bokari saying, you're always hungry. and then I just had like a Stray Kids sticker on my shoulder too. So like I made it, accessorized for me. And I thought, like there's some chance that some child or parent will be like, I'm a stay, but nobody talked to me. So, I mean, a lot of like kids and stuff were like, whoa. And like a lot of little kids wanted to like hit the legs and stuff. Like people were bumping me the whole time I was there, which like, me, like I don't want attention. So I feel like I've made a huge mistake by wearing this costume because I kept hearing people being like, look at the alien, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, oh God, I'm
Stop
sorry.
perceiving me.
Yeah, I don't want to be perceived. Why did I do this? It was a problem. Anyway, so we get there. There's a giant fucking line to get to the first car, right? And so we're waiting in line for a while, and then we cut the line. Oh, because our friends were further ahead, and so they were like, "Come with us" or whatever. Like it doesn't matter that much, but so we go through, and then there's like when we get up there, there was like a little game. They had like a little fun game for the kids to do, and then after they did the game, like it was like throw like a beanbag into this pumpkin's mouth or something like that, right? And they do that, and they're like, cool, get a piece of candy. But they literally gave them like one small piece of candy. And last year, when we went to this trunk or treat thing, there were a couple of cars that had like cool event type things set up, right? But this year, all but like 2 of them had like some kind of activity that the kids had to do to get their candy. Yeah. And I'm like, man, my kids were just excited about like trick-or-treating and getting a bucket full of candy. And instead they got like 10 pieces of candy because most people were focused on like having a cool activity instead of just giving candy out.
Right.
So I don't know, like the kids had a good time, but I felt bad about it. I was just like, oh man, like sure would have been nice if they would have had more candy, I guess.
Yeah. Part of the joy of trick-or-treating is getting home and dumping out your bucket of candy and being like, look how much I got.
Yeah, so we're gonna
being like, don't eat it all tonight.
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna go out. I mean, obviously, like on Halloween, we're gonna go trick or treating for real. And we're gonna go. I think we're gonna go with a couple of our friends who have kids. And I don't know I think we might go in their neighborhood. Maybe I don't know. The kids, I think, would enjoy going in our neighborhood because then they get to see our neighbors and look at all the decorations around our neighborhood. But like, I don't know. We already kind of made plans with them to like meet up and do it together. So
yeah, we'll
just do that. I mean, they're gonna have fun either way. They're gonna get candy, so I'm happy. We can't go to Jeanette's parents' like old neighborhood with all the rich people in it anymore because they don't live there anymore. But
well, I think you still could. We
could. I would feel weird about it. Yeah,
I mean,
and
but just do it anyway.
One of the things that Jeanette had pointed out is that because it is like a giant rich neighborhood with giant houses, there are fewer houses for the footprint. Like you
True.
get to go to more houses and get more candy that way. And only one house ever gave our kids full-size candy bars over like 3 years of going trick-or-treating there. So, you know, it's like, come on, if you're rich, like you gotta, right? You got, like you would expect.
Gotta.
I mean, yeah, you gotta. That's why be rich if you can't give out full-size candy bars? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Anyway, so they had fun. I mean, it was a good time. Yeah. What have you been up to?
Not a whole lot. You know, I've just been kind of it's been an interesting week. Mostly just hanging out in the office, not really doing a whole lot. I made a one of my coworkers asked me to make you know how I made the BZs for the students?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, she found, I don't know where she found it, but she found this thing that's like a excellence nomination form for like a nurse for like nurses. I guess she got it at the hospital. And so you can like fill it out and mail it in, I guess, to like, you know, let people know that an employee did a good job. And she was like,
That's cool.
We should design one of these for like us. Like we should design like a BZ for us, you know, so that like it doesn't mean anything. It literally does nothing, but it's just.
I mean, you already have the opposite of a BZ for you, you know.
Right. Yeah. A counseling shit. Yeah. But I'd been putting it off, and the other day I was like, okay, I'm gonna sit down, and because Chief was in the office, maybe you should cut this part.
Okay, all right.
Oh no!
Hold on.
A few moments later.
So it was like, yeah.
No. Oh no.
So.
You see, if you don't come to the live recording, you're going to miss these stories. Like, go to makeastay.com. This is the only part that's going to be left in of your story.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's great. Well, that was fun. What a good time.
Yeah. So we got those now. And yeah, what else did I do? Oh, today I just didn't even go to work.
Smart.
I had a medical appointment. I got my face lasered. Yeah.
That's cool.
My dermatologist shot my face with lasers. And,
You're finally getting that face tattoo removed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it was not enjoyable. I'll tell you that. It's he kept stopping. I don't know what the typical experience is for people that get this done, but he's like, it's going to feel like I'm taking a rubber band and then like pulling it back and letting it go. Like that's what it's going to feel like. And boy, did it.
Like over and over, just like snap.
Yeah. But he did like a couple test areas to see like how my skin would react. And I guess it was fine. So he's like, okay, I'm going to start like actually going now. Let me know if you need a break. And I'm like, okay. But like, I have a pretty high pain tolerance, and
sure.
Anytime I'm in a situation where pain has to occur, I would rather it just do all of it so that it can be done, you know? And so he's like, you know, laser. And then he stops and is like, are you good? And I'm like, yeah. And then he goes, okay. And then laser. And then he stops and he's like, just let me know if you need a break. And I'm like, just finish. Like, come on. And he's like, it doesn't hurt. And I'm like, I don't like it. That's why I want you to be done.
Oh, that's amazing. Wow. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I get it. Yeah.
But
did he get the whole thing done? Both sides?
Yeah. Yeah, he
Nice.
did. He did a lot. I gotta go back in like a month to get more done. You can't like, it's not gonna,
Can't do the,
can't do everything in one go.
Mm-hmm.
But he put some like cream on my face and then told me to use an ice pack. Like I was supposed to ice it, and then he prescribed me what is it? What's the medicine? I totally forgot the name of it.
I don't know.
Prednisone. Yeah, prednisone.
Okay.
Gave me some prednisone. Yeah, that looks right. And
That's a
Anti-inflammatory, I think. Does something.
No. It's, oh shit. I know what it is.
I was going to look it up, but I totally forgot to, but he only gave me 3 pills. It's like
steroid. Thank you. Yes.
Steroid.
It's a steroid. Yeah.
Oh,
Go get buff.
anyway, so he gave me 3 pills. I'm supposed to take, well, he was like, okay, so this is what he said. He's like, you can take the prednisone or you can ice it. You will have the same result depending on what you do. And he was like,
okay.
So do you want to ice it or do you want the prednisone? And I was like, I mean, I don't care. Like I'll ice it, I guess. So he gave me this ice pack. But then when I got home, cause like I needed to go home to like, eat anyway before I went into work, but I was laying down like icing it. I was like, you know what? I'm pretty tired. I'm just going to let them know that I'm tired after my surgery and not go in. And
smart.
And then I was like trying to ice my face, but it's so fucking cold and sensitive. I was like, I can't do it. I'm going to take the prednisone.
Yeah. So you had to call them back and be like, hey, could you?
No.
Or did they give you the prescription?
Yeah, I got it already.
I gotcha. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Good. I mean, that would have been a pain in the ass if you had to call them back and be like, hey, could you go ahead
and fill it
and do that? Yeah.
Yeah, I had already picked it up, but which is good. But he was like, I'm gonna give you my cell number. So like if you do decide to take the prednisone, let me know. And I was like, okay. So I'm like, I told Anna, I was like, I don't really want to take it right away. Like, I don't want to tell him like I got home, decided I didn't want to use the ice pack. And so I immediately took the prednisone, like I wanted to give it a fair shot. So maybe I'll tell him I started it tomorrow. I don't know.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're working on it.
Yeah. Now I feel fine. It feels, I mean, it doesn't feel great, but it's got a little bruising, in some areas. It's really hard to tell though. You'd have to like really be close to me to see, but yeah. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. I had a thought the other day, in a literal shower thought. I was in the shower and I had a thought about like something that could be fun or interesting, maybe, I don't know, for us to do as like just kind of a bonus thing. Okay. But I also don't want to say it live because I'm terrified that people will then hold us to it like they do other things. and we already have enough things in the backlog that we're like promised to do. So like I don't want to add something to the pile. Maybe I'll tell you about it later instead of. And then I could have just not said anything, but
you could have just not said anything. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what do you know? I did something today. Yeah. I did something responsible. I took some time. I went to the post office, and I went and registered us to have a P.O. box.
Yeah.
Finally. So we have one now. It's official. We have a real life P.O. box where people have been asking to send us stuff and whatnot. And so like you can just do that now. We have a P.O. box. Fan mail. It's fan mail time. And then I asked you how we should have people address things to us, and Tom said, who gives a shit? As long as the address is right, it'll get here. And I'm like, that's true. However, it's still something people will ask for. So I think like if you want to send things to Make a Stay or Make a Stay Pod or whatever you feel like, or what did you say? The #1 Stray Kids podcast in the whole world. You can send it to that too.
That's the tagline on the website. So you're like, how should people refer to us when mailing us stuff? And I said, the #1 Stray Kids podcast in the world. That's what it should be. Because it's true.
Yeah. So I'm going to say it. You ready?
Yeah.
P.O. Box 2151, Cedar Park, Texas 78630.
Wow.
That's our P.O. box. I've got 2 keys. I got 2 phones. Yeah. So we have it. It's there. There it is.
Wow.
So if you listener want to like send us some cool stickers or whatever, go ahead. Sure.
Yeah.
That'd be fine. Tom will eventually someday put that address on the website.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah. So makeastay.com. So you don't have to write it down. And we'll post it and pin it so that you can find it easily if you just join the Discord. Also at makeastay.com. How about that? Also,
should I put it in just noise or should I put it in pod announcements?
As long as we're talking about like cool things that I've been productive with, and this is honestly all driven by the podcast host of Bring Your Own Popcorn, Mixtape Majesty, who when talking about like episodes and stuff, like because she's been listening through, she'll like grab a clip using her podcast app and throw it in there. And because like sometimes people will ask us questions and I'm like, I don't remember ever saying that. I don't remember that happening, but she'll actually provide a clip. And then I was like, oh, I bet my podcast app that I use to listen to our podcast and others will also allow me to do that. And so I did that for our most recent episode. I found a clip that I was like, this will be good. Saved that clip and then just put it on TikTok. So there you go. Now I can post TikToks with episode clips and it's less work for me. So am I doing any fancy, funny editing that, Gen Z would be totally into? No. It was a Gen Alpha now. I don't know. But, I'm okay with that as long as it gets posted. So it's all right. Or should I say,
it's all good now.
It's all good now. Yeah. You can't start out with bangers like mine and then slowly fizzle out because I don't know why the algorithm. It's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, I think at least one person commented and said like, "Oh, this has cemented it. I'm going to listen to this." And I'm like, "Whoa."
Wow.
Whoa.
Nice.
Yes, actually, you know what, Tom? Your cheese TikTok that you put out, hysterical. So good.
Yeah.
I mean, really good. Yeah. I played it for Jeanette and she laughed out loud so hard. So,
Cool. Good. I'm glad.
Yeah. But what we're doing tonight, we're not just talking about our podcast and our days and weeks and stuff, is we're actually watching episode 9 of the Stray Kids Survival Show.
Yeah,
we're almost done. How do you feel now that we're almost done? Do you feel good about that?
Yeah. It's been a journey for sure.
It has.
It has been interesting to re-experience the beginning of Stray Kids.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to be done with it. Or excited to be done.
Yeah, almost done with it. Yeah, right. Only one more week after this, we're gonna be done, and then I think we're gonna more in earnest. We're gonna hit the Neezy project. We're gonna hit A2K, and then we've had a lot of requests suddenly to watch Boys Planet, and I don't know shit about that. It's like a survival show, but I don't know anything about it, and so we're gonna fucking do it. Like if people want us to see it, like we are a Stray Kids podcast, but I think. Seeing Stray Kids in a vacuum may not even allow us to fully praise them the way they should and deserve to be. So maybe broadening our horizons, as you have by listening to NCT, Mooney. Yeah, right. I think that can only help us in kind of appreciating our boys even more, right?
That's true. Yeah. I don't know. My NCT journey is not as expansive as Stray Kids, but the songs that I've listened to that I'm like categorizing as bangers from NCT, like no hate on NCT, they're good, but they don't even come close to the bangerness that I feel from Stray Kids bangers.
Yeah, Stray Kids bangers.
Stray Kids bangers. Yeah.
Well, that's interesting.
But they're good, and I am interested in venturing out further.
seeing what the world has to offer to kind of even show, because like we know sales figures and stuff like that, like our boys like do very well, and so there's a lot of under the radar groups, or just, you know, groups that perform better in Korea than globally, and that's fine. But we're just not as exposed to that, and maybe we should be. I'm okay with that. Yeah. I'm all good. We're all good.
I mean, we have had some exposure to some other groups through Kingdom.
Well, through Kingdom, yeah, exactly. And that was a nice thing. We got to see, and maybe that should be our plan, is if we're going to look into seeing other groups, why don't we start with like we just look at Bangchan's like friend list, which I know is massive, but like,
right,
you know, it might be nice to see like you know, kind of what who he keeps company with, and give them a shot and see what kind of things they're up to, right?
Yeah. I think maybe one of the problems that I have with Kingdom, well, at least the first time that we watched it, which maybe we'll watch it again now that I'm more open to, you know, broadening my my K-pop interests.
Sure.
Was that while watching Kingdom, like the only thing on my mind was Stray Kids better fucking win. You know?
Yeah. No, 100%.
So anytime there was any amount of criticism towards them and praise towards another group, I'm like, wrong. You're wrong. Your opinion doesn't count.
Oh, typical Stan behavior right there. That's great. I love that.
So,
oh, wonderful. Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, we're going to watch episode 9 of the Survival Show. Should we do it? Do you want to start it? Do you want to do a countdown for Patreon?
I'll do the countdown for Patreon. Hold on. Let me take a sip of this nerd.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so good. Oh, they Nerd, by the way, is doing a buy one get one 50% off sale right now. So
oh shit.
Now is as good a time as any to try out some Nerd. Get yourself some original or some 0 calorie. Make sure
I put
use
like
the
a
affiliate
link? Yeah, the affiliate link. Is it on makeastay.com?
It is on makeastay.com. If you go to makeastay.com and you scroll down, you will see a nice big Nerd link there that says it's under the affiliate section. And you can click on that. And then you can use the coupon code B1G150 and get yourself a nice little discount and also support the podcast at the same time and get incredible energy drinks. It's like, it's a 3-for-1 special.
Yeah, it's going to be good. Yeah, I'll put it in the description. Why not? I never know what to put in there. So it's I as with every email I've ever written in my entire life, I just start typing until I hate it and then I push send. And yeah, so are you ready? You going to give us the countdown?
Yeah, I'll start the countdown right now in 3, 2, 1, play. When I said play, I was like, I should be the one to click play probably.
Yeah, we've been doing it the same way every time.
Look.
Oh, right. So we're just going to get a rehash of Felix being eliminated. Great. Perfect.
Yeah.
I like how stoic Bangchan is, though. I mean, like, I know he's like super sad, but they catch him on all these moments where he's just like contemplating life, contemplating busting down JYP's door.
Yeah.
Sure would help if they had someone to lead the dance.
Were you practicing? Are they in the practice room, JYP? Let's use our critical thinking skills. Oh, wait, you can't because you don't have any because you eliminated Felix and Lino, you fucking idiot. I am not a stay. I'm just a man who loves other men.
Okay.
What was my opinion of JYP the first time we watched? He sometimes gives them good advice, but is kind of a know-it-all.
I think when we watched it the first time, I feel like in general we kind of praised how very clearly he was talented early on, like when he was able to pick out like what notes they were singing.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was pretty incredible. It's still
when he's
amazing
like, who has a keyboard on their phone, and then he's just like,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's able to find out what the key of the song is. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ, like I can't do that. So to me, that's amazing. Maybe to a musician, that is not amazing at all. Yeah, we don't care what you have to say, Woojin.
Yeah, I think, okay, like as I thought back then, and I still believe this, like JYP obviously has talent and can recognize talent and like has good advice to give to them, but
wait, are you saying recognize real
recognize real sometimes? Yeah, but like everyone, he's not infallible, right? And and he's done some things that I don't like, especially the way, and you know, I it's probably just from a talent scouting perspective, but when we watched that one episode of that one show with the girls,
Nizi Project,
the things he was doing with his face are not okay.
Yeah, no, I know. I don't know. It was pretty weird. I still enjoyed the Nizi Project though, so yeah. And I liked A2K, so what are you gonna do? I mean, maybe JYP should have tried that move. It's fucking hard.
Why are there so many mistakes? Maybe because this was originally an 8-person choreography. And now it's not. Jen wants to protect the precious stray kids.
Yeah, he still feels that way. Our boy Sungmin's a nerd.
Yeah.
Who cares? Skip.
You want to skip?
No, I'm not serious. We can watch it. It's fine. I don't want to ruin things for all of the people watching along on Patreon. All of them.
Yeah.
Changbin, don't worry about it. Just you don't need to put in the effort. You're good.
What kind of weirdo doesn't put his lips on his own bottle?
You know,
like why is he trying to waterfall
this one?
His own water.
It's what you do in Korea.
Weirdos that wear lipstick, I guess.
Oh yeah, that's a good reason. Yeah, if they've got lipstick on, actually that's a perfect reason. Well, I am sure I said this before, but like I hate that in the last episode we only heard the negative things when Felix was eliminated.
Right.
But now we're seeing these flashbacks to that same moment when other people were getting praised, and they just cut it so that we could only see it in flashbacks now in this episode. It's so annoying. It makes it sound like they did so much worse.
Right. I wonder what brand that sweater is.
It's Balencia.
Yeah.
No need to think about the rest of that word.
Nope. Should we sit comfortably and then...
Yeah. Is everybody comfortable now? It's... I almost like seeing this. I'm like, how dare they still have a deep voice verse 2 without Felix? Fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so mad.
Yeah.
My boy's missing.
Young Wings. This is spread my wings.
Right. They changed the name later. Yeah. Just like the other song that they do for the 9-member, they changed the name. I believe this is when special guests show up at the door. Oh, yeah. There it is. They're back.
Jesus Christ. Can you just fucking show us? It's the eliminated ones. So fucked up.
Yeah, Felix is just sitting there going, I don't know what he just said, so I'm just going to say yes and nod.
What are those fucking pants?
I don't know, man. JYP's style is all over the place.
Sean's like, yeah, I made this happen with my big dick. I fucking busted in those doors and I was like, JYP, give me my boys back. Wow. Mixtape. I know what you mean, but he's selling it.
Oh, it's a preview. This is a preview. Oh, next week. All right.
Let's just do it right now.
No, it's like a extra long episode if you don't remember.
That's fine.
Yeah. So in 2 weeks, we will be returning to the Survival Show for the final episode for the second time. So yeah, it's going to be good.
It seems so far away.
It does. And yet here we are. I towards the tail end of that episode, I really was enjoying it.
Yeah.
It's like when they get back together, it's just like you get to breathe this sigh of relief where you're just like, oh, like they're not apart anymore. Like they're together. So it's nice. You know, you get the whole beginning where they're just like, they have their seniors trying to give them advice because nothing's going well. And then we finally get that moment.
Yeah. It's good. It's good. It's good.
Yeah. Good survival show. I like it. Yeah. I can't wait. And it's just going to be a good time to like really, really see it shoved in JYP's fucking face when the voting comes through and it's like 99% say 9 members.
Yeah.
Cause like, I know this is talking ahead, but like, he's just like so confident that going into it, he's like, look, we're going to take the votes into consideration, but ultimately we're going to make the choice, even if we have to go against the crowd. But when it's like 99% to 1, you cannot go against the crowd.
Right.
They would riot. I mean, like our boys will like, not smile in a picture and people will send trucks to JYP being like, you're not treating them right. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You think that JYP could get away with, they would have trucks going to JYP's actual house.
There'd be riots in the streets.
Yeah. Maybe. You never know. There'd be ladies being like, no, we support Felix and Lino, who's not called Lino yet, but we know Lino,
Yeah.
Yeah. Next week is the comeback, by the way. That's when the album comes out. I cannot believe that next week is the comeback. That's amazing.
When does it comes out on 11/10? I thought that's what it said.
Wait.
It's 2 weeks from now.
Oh, Jeanette's saying 2 weeks from now is the comeback.
Yeah, I thought it said 11/10.
So what she's saying is maybe next week we should watch the final episode of the Survival Show, rewatch, and then the week after we'll do the whole ketchup and the fries, and we'll dip it and eat it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you are listening to this as a released episode of the podcast, then it is next week.
Correct. Yeah. And
that's what you meant.
if you're listening to this as a released podcast, you need to go to makeastay.com and join us on Discord so you can go through, because like the last few albums, we do it all live, right? Like we open our albums live in Discord. We record all our episodes live, but we do those and we listen to them live so it's always been so fun.
What would it mean if we didn't record our episodes live? Like if we didn't have a live studio audience, like if we just did it ourselves?
we probably wouldn't reference like Mixtape and Mooney and stuff. Like people wouldn't get these shout outs that they get.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. People,
we would still probably have Jeanette and Anna in here to like, you know, talk to us. So there would be a little bit.
Yeah.
Because way back before anybody had joined our Discord, Jeanette was still in there like feeding us facts and stuff. So that was still a thing.
And Anna would come sometimes, not usually. She would be
That's
like,
right.
I'm too busy playing.
She was too
Overwatch.
busy for us. You know, she was trying to troll people who wanted her to be their pocket healer.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how it be, right?
Yeah. Remember those
Anyway.
days? Remember when we would just sit down and be like, okay, let's record now, and then no one was here to
And we would
talk
just
to us. Man, that was right.
we would those were
Weird
crazy days. We were so young back then.
So young.
I didn't have any gray hair.
Yeah.
I mean I did.
We were both in our 30s.
Shut up. I don't know what you're talking about. Shut the fuck up. How dare you? How dare you? Oh God. Why would you do that? Oh,
I mean, I don't know.
okay.
I don't know.
You're
what I'm talking
right. I know you're right.
No,
but,
we're both still in our 30s. It's fine.
That's right.
It's fine.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. Yeah, it's all good now.
Is it?
No, it's fine. It really is fine because here I am every week.
Isn't it crazy though that I was there for your 30th birthday?
You were there for my 30th birthday, which means that we have evidence that we've known each other for 10 years.
At least 10 years, yeah.
At least 10 years.
That's crazy.
We've known each other for longer than 10 years, but at least.
Yeah.
Pretty wild. And that was a good birthday. The last one, we didn't, we hung out,
Yeah.
I had a nap. So, it's it's all good now.
It's all good now. Yeah, that birthday,
I was sick. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, because Jeanette was, on my actual birthday this year. We went out. We've talked about this. So we went out for sushi, and then I was sick, so I just I slept. Yeah. But I still ate sushi, so doesn't matter. Still ate sushi, right?
Yeah.
That's what they say. That's the common saying.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Still ate sushi.
Doesn't matter. Still had sushi. That's that's the phrase exactly.
That's the thing. Yeah. That's what people say. So it was fun. And the survival show was fun. And I can't wait. All right, so next week, go to mixday.com, join our Discord, come to the live.
Go to mixday.com right now. And then so that next week you can be there live.
Yeah. Yes, thank you for correcting me because you're right. What you said. Just, whatever Tom says, that's the correct thing, right?
Correct. Yes.
All right, good. All right, we got it. Nailed it. Was that good?
I'm always right. I'm infallible. All of my opinions are correct. What did you just say?
Okay, well, look. I'll let you have that you were right about the thing you just said.
Okay.
But I will not say you're infallible.
Well, someone has to be.
You know
It
why?
might as well be me.
Because in 3 weeks, somebody could listen to this episode and then you would be wrong. Because the other week would have passed and we would have already listened to the new album. So, right?
Right. Yeah, I guess I did say... I did say if you listen to this as a released episode, it could happen later after the thing that I said. Okay, so to correct myself, I'll say
yes, correct it.
If you listen to this on the release day, and the 2 days following, it will be next week.
Okay, great. Yeah, I think we nailed it. Really wrapped it up there. Just tied a bow.
Yeah, everyone knows
feeling
exactly
pretty good
what
about
I
it.
mean. So
Yeah,
it's crystal
all
clear
good now.
Yeah.
It's all good now.
Those fucking competing soundboards. This is great. Oh no. You know, you really haven't. I'm happy because you didn't really abuse your soundboard privilege throughout the episode tonight, and you know you've done well. So
Well,
I'm just telling the whole world I'm proud of you.
Oh, thanks, man. I'm proud of you.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
What did I do? All right. Well, bye everybody.
It's all good now.
You remember that one episode where JYP killed you?
Killed me.
Yeah, you got murdered.